You snap at your kids and immediately regret it. We've all been there. You hear the sound of your own voice getting louder and louder. You feel that heat and pressure in your chest that you can't control, and then you explode. And worst of all, you see the look on your kid's face, that mix of fear and confusion. And in the quiet, shameful moment after the storm passes, you're left with one crushing thought: that is not the father I want to be. If that's you, you're in the right place. Because today I'm not going to give you some fluffy parenting advice, no parenting hacks. I'm going to give you 3 actionable steps to stop yelling at home and start leading. Most men think they're yelling because of what their kids did. The messy room, the spilled milk, or the fact that they just aren't listening. But that is a lie, and you know it. They're just kids. You were a kid once. You were not perfect. Your kid not eating all their Cheerios isn't a big enough problem to crush their spirit and ruin your relationship. Just think about the times that you are relaxed, in a great mood, or on vacation. These things just roll off of you. But those aren't the times that matter. You can have 100 positive moments with your kids, and that one crushing, confidence-killing comment from you in a moment of out-of-control rage will stay with them into adulthood. This is what we are here to fix today. Make less of those moments and give you strategies. Here's the hard truth. You are not yelling because of what they did. What they did is just the trigger. It's like shaking up a pop can every single day, and your kid's not listening is the trigger that pops the can. Then you explode on them and they think it's about them, but really it's just all about you. You are yelling because things in your life are not what you want them to be, which is causing you stress. Since you don't practice self-control in your daily life, you can't control yourself in stressful situations. The same control and discipline it takes to say no to a donut or no to a drink is the same control it takes to say no to yourself when you want to snap. Where does the stress come from? For many, it's from a decades-long buildup of inner frustration. Things in your life just aren't what you expected them to be. Maybe you are not the man you expected to be, and you're watching your prime years slip away, and that eats at you every single day. Your job is not what you thought it would be. Your income isn't. Your relationships aren't what you wanted them to be. Your body is not what you want it to be. You are unhappy with the way things are and not making progress towards changing them. And for guys, this crushes you every single day. It's like riding a train that's headed towards a cliff, knowing you should jump off, but being too afraid to do it. All of this internal chaos is the pop can shaking up. Then you step on a Lego and snap. The great news is all of this is a learned pattern that can be unlearned. Like every behavior and skill we have, it can all be made better or worse. Discipline in our habits is the answer. Your anger is a symptom. The disease is your own lack of discipline. It's a lack of self-control. It's years of your own broken promises, your own stress, and your own internal chaos spilling out and burning the people that you love most. And the solution isn't to fix your kids. The solution is to forge a new man. So here's how we start. I'm going to give you a habit to start, a system to create, and a perspective to shift. And I've seen these 3 things alone change countless angry fathers into happy fathers. Step 1 is to win the war before they wake up. Your patience is a muscle. If you start the day with it already depleted, you are guaranteed to fail. You cannot be a patient father at 7 p.m. if you are a weak man at 5 a.m. That loss sticks with you all day and adds to the inner frustration with yourself. Your first step is to win the first battle of the day, the alarm clock. So here's what we do in my men's group, Men of Fire. Get up before your family and immediately put yourself through voluntary hardship. A grueling workout, a cold shower, something that proves to you that you are in command of yourself. You are keeping the promise to yourself first thing. Practice self-mastery and patience in the gym before your family ever demands it of you. A father who has already won a war with himself in the morning is far less likely to start one with his family in the evening. Step 2 is to install a transition protocol. This is a system. The time you are most likely to explode is in the moments of transition, whenever you walk in the door from work and you're still bringing the stress of one world into the chaos of another. So you need a system. Before you walk into the house, you sit in your car for just 5 minutes, phone away, screens away. You take 10 deep, slow breaths. As soon as you start breathing deeply, it will calm yourself down. Then you close your eyes and you state your intention. I will be a patient leader, not a reactive tyrant. You are shifting your identity from provider back to father. You are about to walk into the most important meeting of your day, so it's time to prepare for it. Everything you think compounds. If you think, here we go again, before walking into your house, that negativity will compound. After a year, you've thought, my family's going to give me a hard time again, 365 times. And if you believe your thoughts have an impact on your words, This is not good for how you come off to your family. You immediately walk in the door stressed and expecting the worst. So what would be the difference if every day you took your time and intentionally said to yourself, I am a patient, loving, inspiring leader. I am a giver of energy and warmth. I can take a hit and not be offended. My family does not have to be perfect for me to love them. And if you said that to yourself every day, 365 times for 12 months, do you think you would come off differently to your family if you started your meeting with them with intention? Definitely. Everything you do compounds, including your thoughts. Step 3 is to reframe their behavior as a lesson. So right now, you see your child's misbehavior as a personal attack, a sign of disrespect, an inconvenience designed to frustrate you. You must reframe this. Your child's lack of discipline is not a reflection of their character. It is an opportunity for you to teach. You are their gardener. They are the sapling. They need your patient guidance, not your chaotic rage. When they act out, instead of reacting with anger, ask yourself one question. What is this behavior teaching me about where they need my leadership most? What is it showing me about my own behavior? Our kids often make us the most mad when they most accurately reflect our own. The one kid who is most like you often makes you the most angry, because when you get mad at him, you are really getting mad at yourself. Their behavior that disgusts you reminds you of your own failings. So be the mentor you need to your child. Your child is not perfect, and neither were you. They need an environment of imperfection to grow. A child who grows up in a cage, unable to make a mistake or fail, will not grow like a child who grows up in a forest, free to roam, get dirty, free of judgment. The space your children need to grow up healthy and full will come from your own ability to control yourself when they act imperfectly. The more self-control and discipline you have, the more they will grow, because their world will be one of free learning and not one of fearful self-containment. Disciplining your children is good and necessary, but sometimes we use that as a shield to cover our own lack of discipline. We have to remind ourselves, are we as parents modeling the same standard of discipline we are demanding from our children? This shift from seeing it as an annoyance to seeing it as an assignment and their behavior as a mirror will change everything. This system works because it attacks the problem at its root. We forge the body with early morning discipline, we install a system to manage our transitions, and we shift the mind to see our role as a teacher, not as a tyrant. This is the path to becoming a man who leads with peace, not pressure. This is just the beginning. The real work is done day in and day out. So use these 3 strategies and let me know in the comments or send me an email how they're working for you. And if you want Accountability Brotherhood to work with me personally and to be surrounded by a group of inspiring men, tap the link in the description to learn more about Men of Fire and apply. And for a full deep dive on the psychology of anger, listen to my podcast episode, The Angry Dad, also linked below. I hope you enjoyed that and that was helpful for you. If so, please leave a comment, and if you want to, go ahead and subscribe.